Do you suffer from sciatica? Do you suffer from acute neck pain, shoulder pain, a dull ache down your arm with pins and needles in your fingers? Do you suffer from chronic, persistent lower back pain or neck pain, and do you want relief? Are you currently undertaking treatment that isn't working? Do you want to avoid taking painkillers? Do you want to avoid surgery? To help resolve these issues, at Buxton Osteopathy Clinic, we've invested in new, innovative, cutting-edge technology called IDD Therapy that is both gentle and non-invasive. IDD Therapy bridges the gap between manual therapy and surgery. Since 2016, we've helped over 1,000 patients get good pain relief from herniated discs or prolapsed discs and disc bulges or degenerative discs, and also from painful arthritic spinal joints. If necessary, we can organise an MRI scan for you so we can detail exactly what's going on in the spine and which levels we need to target. We also offer full MRI interpretation sessions and explain to you exactly what's going on in your spine and what is required to get you better. MRI scans are performed rapidly, usually the following week, and the results usually arrive within a matter of 2 or 3 working days. So how does IDD therapy actually work? Well, most trapped nerves are caused by prolapsed intervertebral discs, or herniated or prolapsed discs, and disc bulges, which are commonly caused by degenerative discs. IDD therapy will selectively isolate and mobilise these segments and help relieve the pressure on the nerve. By decompressing the trapped nerves in a spinal segment, we can help take the pressure off the nerve, stretch the ligaments and the soft tissue. We can improve spinal mobility and help stimulate the body's natural healing mechanisms so we reduce the pain in that segmental area. This improves the health of the intervertebral disc and takes pressure off the trapped nerves. It also helps rehabilitate muscles and ligaments. If you'd like to know more about IDD therapy, please download the leaflet for more information. Consultations can be booked online at a time to suit you, or please feel free to ring us on 01298 214 994, or if you have any questions, please feel free to fill in the online inquiry form.